Police are doing their job. If you bring police, the community policing scheme to be, and the people you have employed, so to say, are Nigerians. Just like police are Nigerians, and they are human beings above everything. If you don't give them good allowance, they will compromise. If you gather the constabularies and you pay them 20,000, 10,000 a month, because it's a voluntary, they will collect it, but they will compromise. Nobody who is well paid, who has a good job that gives him enough earning, will volunteer to do that job. So anybody that volunteers to do that job needs that job to meet up part of his responsibilities, to meet up part of his financial demand needs. So we must pay them well, whether we call it allowance or salary. If we want good results out of it, that is the fact and nothing more. And if we dare neglect them the way we neglected the police, it will be worst. It will be worst. If we neglect them, we didn't take care of them well, it will be worse. We will regret it. Nigeria will be worse for it, security-wise. And if you're talking about security, my dear, the only way Nigeria can have internal security is by looking at our police, their welfare, holistically. Holistically. The salary of police is nothing to write home about. From rank and file to inspectors. Even to go like that. You can't give a man 60,000, 50,000, even 70,000 naira a month. And you now give him a gun that is over 500,000 to go out there under the sun, under the rain, to catch thief, to maintain peace and order, to give what internal security, which is their responsibility. Internal security of any nation is not for the army. Army is for external forces. It's not for them. You need to fund police well, pay them good salary. We will continue hammering on this until God hears our voice and uses this government. We are praying it will not go beyond this present government. This government, our advocacy is 120,000 naira for a constable basic salary. And when you send any police on official duty outside his or her station, pay allowance. It's not out of place. It's the right thing to do. It's constitutional. Pay allowance because the person is leaving his or her station. Pay that person allowance. So wherever he's going, he can feed, he can take care of him or herself. If I have money in my pocket, will somebody come to bribe me? Eh? You can't come to bribe me because I have money in my pocket and I'm smiling, I'm happy. When I remember I have something to fall back to, I'll be a happy person. No hungry man is a happy person. I agree that in police force, there are bad eggs. Just the way you have it in all areas of our lives. In the ministry, in my office here, I have bad boys, I have bad staffs. That they can do anything to dupe you. They are not police. This is Nigerian nature. This is human nature. And I have sincere ones, the ones that they cannot, anything you hand over to them, there will be no story. They have fear of God. They are Nigerians. So it is the nature we carry that we carry into police. It's not as if there is something distinctly, separately wrong with the police. Do you know how a policeman feels? How will you feel as a policeman? A young man started downwards, drove his car of over 30 million, 40 million, stopped him on the road. They are doing checking. He's blowing off his music. Bwah, 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 bwah. He said, please, lower down. He said, yes, what do you want? He answers you rudely. I'm not supporting their brutality, but we must be first. Face the fact, I'm a grandmother. The policeman is already angry. He has felt insulted because he has the mate of that child in his house and they cannot send him to school. Yes. Till he die, he will not be able to own, even to be able to save the money of the phone the young man or the young lady is carrying. He's already angry because he felt, I am cheated. These people are eating our wealth, our collective wealth alone. If that young man or young lady did not take time, it will result to trouble. And before you know it, the devil in human being will never ask you to behave well. He makes you to misbehave and regret later. The devil in human being will always make you to misbehave and regret later. Not only police. Maybe the police dress tatteredly. A tattered t-shirt, tattered uniform, tattered maybe slippers or sandals because he can't afford to buy boots. That young person will look down on him first. When somebody is looking down on you, don't you know? If I'm sizing you up now, say, won't you know? Eh? Will you be happy? You will whisper to this man and say, what type of arrogant woman will come to her office? Police people are human beings, for crying out loud. He checked himself. He doesn't have 1,000 in his pocket. And he remembered that he couldn't leave 500 naira for the wife to give children a akamu for the next morning before he comes back. You want him to be happy? Why are we lying to ourselves? Before you reform police, reform their welfare. They are not mental. Police is not mental. There's nothing wrong with them. Reform their welfare. Reform their pockets. Go to the barracks. Everywhere is smelly. Everywhere is smelly. A police officer, maybe a sergeant, maybe inspector, has one room with his family. Barracks, 4 or 5 children. You know, they know how to have plenty children. Then in the night, that one room can take the wife and the children will manage to sleep in that one room. He sleeps on a tattered cushion chair at the corridor. In the morning, he managed to wash his face and hang a gun. He's going to work. Maybe jam one spoiled child. What do you expect? Let us be sincere to ourselves. The man is hungry. As he was going out, the wife, he said, he never drop anything. He said, manage, madam. The ones that have good mouth. And maybe if he's unfortunate, he have a woman that her own head is not at home. She will insult him as he's going. He's already going out angry. You want him to give you the best? Did you give him the best? If the government listens, God touches them, they improve the salary of police. Take care of their welfare. Police will become a competitive force. It will not be for dropouts again. We see our graduates, the responsible youths, going for police. They will join and they will serve their nation sincerely from their hearts. If a police officer dies in course of duty, compensate his family immediately or she is buried. The amount doesn't matter. It can be 5 million, can be 10 million, can be any amount. And state governments can help the federal government in seeing to the welfare of police. If there is barrack in your state, make sure that barrack is habitable. You can't wait for federal government to come and do it because they are policing your people. From your security votes, do something. The National Assembly members can sacrifice from their huge allowances to enable us to be able to pay police well. We owe it to these people. They are our brothers and sisters. They are our children, for crying out loud. Before we can talk of internal security, very soon, you'll be sitting as I'm sitting here. Somebody will come in and carry us in the afternoon. It's only God that is saving Nigeria. It will reach everybody. I want you to remember, maybe you have forgotten, the SARS boys, SARS must go boys, our youths, they are not mental. Nigeria have the most intelligent youths, vibrant youths. When they started that protest, there was no quarrel. Was it not well organized? Muslims were eating together with Christians, everybody doing prayer. Even the ones that are traditionalists, they have their own. There was no quarrel. They didn't ask anybody to give them money. They were using their own money. We have hardworking youths in this nation, not Yahoo. Sincere boys that know how to use this phone that me and you, I doesn't know how to use it to make their money, sincere wealth. They work from home and they make their money. They still, in their love for this nation, they said, reform police salary. Take care of police. They talk of police welfare, didn't they? Didn't they? That is the reality. That is the reality. This, what did you call them? Community police that we are putting now. Yes, whatever name. If they arrest, whom would they hand over to? Who would they hand over to? Police. You can't do without them. And we are not going to go to Ghana to recruit policemen and women to come and police Nigeria, or go to Chad, or go to Cameroon. No. It's Nigerians that will recruit, that will police Nigeria.
Meaning we need a change of orientation.
Yes, for the police. Complete change of orientation.
Not just for the police, for Nigeria.
For Nigeria. The wealth of Nigeria must serve every Nigerian. The wealth of Nigeria must be for every Nigerian, not for selected few. No police from ASP down can afford to rent 2-bedroom in Abuja. No fit. It doesn't have it. So let us pity these people. You dash police 500 naira, I say I give police bribe. What an insult. What an insult. You say I give him bribe. How? Like somebody come to my office, he will say, give me bribe. The total, and they have to increase the number of police. The number of police must be increased. You have total, we don't even have to 20,000 police. We need to increase the number of personnel that we call police. Nigeria is almost 200 million. Am I right? Yes. Our population. And we are using police. We don't have even up to 1 million police. We don't even have up to 1 million police. We don't have up to 200,000 police. That is policing the whole population. Where do we start? Where do we go from there? The few we have, we can't pay. Why are we lying to ourselves? A country with almost population of 200 million need nothing less than 1.5 million police. We have jobless youths left and right. Why can't we sit down as a nation, both we the led and the people that are leading us, all inclusive, and say, what do we do? Tell ourselves the truth. Why are we lying? Why are we playing politics with the security of our country? No matter the party you belong to, if you love Nigeria, say the truth. This is the time to come out and say the truth and join hands together Don't tell us you are APC, you are PC, you are PDP, you are PC. Come together. Let us come together as Nigerians. Let's leave religious sentiments, tribal sentiments. Come together as Nigerians and repair our nation. It's doable. This mess did not start with Buhari, President Buhari's administration. No, it has been coming. It is only that when a pot overfull, it go overflow. When you overflow, it has overfull and it's overflowing. They have their own fault, repete. But then, if we can overlook their fault and come together, stop criticizing, correct yourself. If I correct myself, you correct yourself, you correct yourself. Nigeria will be corrected. We will have a common front. And that we must do. The problem of Nigeria today, I have my own contribution. You have your contribution. You have your... Everybody has his own contribution. And we must face it. That is the truth.